Welcome into the Color Gemstone Academy. My name is Paul Deasy, your instructor, and this is my YouTube channel, Paul Deasy Gemstones. And don't forget, if you have not yet done so, please hit that subscribe button. I know it says subscribe, but it's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a penny. Once again, you are watching our question and answer series with my friend and gem guru. Did you know you were a guru?
I didn't.
Tom Elliot is with me. We were talking about some mutual people that we met in some of these shows, which brings me to another very big legend in this industry, and his name is Steve Harper. So Steve Harper wrote in, said, "Great piece, Paul. Great to see Tom." So he saw some video of us doing something on another show. And he said, "As you know, number 8 turquoise is a passion for me as well. It's a story that never stops unfolding. You're definitely the man to tell it once its final chapters are written. You have been a blessing for number 8 turquoise. You provide what is always most needed, that being integrity. My best to you and to Judy. Godspeed, my friend." So hi to
Steve. So Steve Harper, a little bit of history here is, I've known Steve Harper for a long time. He owns and runs what, in my opinion, the best Native American manufacturer outfit ever in the United States. His quality is unbelievable. His ethics are amazing, and he's just a great guy, great family. I mean, his sons are very good friends of mine, but his quality and quality control is by far the best I've ever seen.
Well, this leads me to another kind of transitional question, and that is, you and I have been blessed, and we've been to many parts of the world, and we've been to many places where gems are mined. Why are gems in the most inhospitable and hard to get to places on Earth, and how do we deal with it?
Well, great question. It's you never find gems just walking out your back door. If they are, they're probably not of gem quality. The harshest areas of the world have had the most dramatic, heat, pressure, and that's why, you get heat, pressure, and chemicals. That's going to make a gemstone. So with, these are primarily areas that people don't live, very, very remote. So we have to travel there, and sometimes it takes days to get, we've been on the road together for days just to find one mine. And number 8 was a great example. We found that mine after traveling
a lot of trial there.
Days and days through, fence posts. And
again, that's an example where something had been closed for over 40 years.
Yeah.
So very, very difficult. But it's funny, even in the Southwest United States, which has many, many, many mines, another mutual friend of ours, Peter Vida, we did some trips to some of the turquoise mines, a chrysocolla mine. I think on my rental car I had 2,000 miles in less than a week.
Yeah.
Just to get back and forth to these places.
It's crazy. And then when we go to other countries, like Brazil or Uruguay, you're going from small town to small village, and you're just trying to find what's new. And sometimes you come up against a new product that has never been found, and they find it because they're looking for another gemstone, and instead of finding that, or maybe it was in their way. Saturn chalcedony is a gemstone that we've worked with that is that way. It was in the way of trying to find amethyst.
Yeah.
And
I'm reminded of the what was the black and white? Tuxedo agate.
Tuxedo agate, yeah.
That was kind of a byproduct. We were looking at some other things, mining some druzy and here it came, and affordable, a fun-looking stone.
Yeah, and it's a lot of opaque gems out there that are now affordable, and they're fun to wear. It's an everyday piece, different than a sapphire or diamond, but all very fun.
That's a perfect transition to the next question. This comes from Nikita.
Okay.
And Nikita says, "I've never claimed to be a gem connoisseur by any means, but watching your videos shows me just how little I know about them. I think your videos are great." Well, thank you for that, Nikita. But what I wanted to ask you, for people that might be a little bit intimidated, and I used to say this on the shopping channels all the time, I used to be intimidated. I used
Sure.
to not know much about gemstones. And I remember going into a jewelry store and looking at the counter, and you try and see the price, but they hide it.
Yeah.
Because they have to come over and help you, and then they come, can I help you? You're like, no.
What do I want?
You run out of the store. So what would be your advice to somebody who's maybe just starting out, how to shop for a gem?
So you can get a lot of knowledge off of the internet or reading books, but the most knowledge I've ever had is just asking questions. Find somebody that knows a little bit more than you do about a gemstone and ask about it. Most people that know about a gemstone or know some field in the gem and mineral industry, they're happy. They love to talk. So, ask them questions. Most of the time, once you ask a question, it'll open up the dam and they will just talk for hours on whatever that
And I
item
do
is.
tell people that when you do go into a jewelry store, don't be afraid to ask the questions. Don't be intimidated because you really can learn a lot, and don't give up on that knowledge.
We're still learning. I mean, I'm still learning every single day. You go to a new mine, you are, I'm just a sponge. Let me learn from the people that are there that work with this material all the time.
And that's another great transition. By the way, I should be tagging you more often. This is Tom Elliot, if you're just joining us. And as I say, he's forgotten more about gems than I'll ever know. But this is a constantly evolving industry depending on what gets discovered.
Sure.
When I wrote my book, Colored Gemstones by Paul Deasy, and that was around 2000, so maybe 17, 18, 20 years old that I wrote that book, I remember with all of my information from the Gemological Institute of America, and I just did a lesson on this. I was doing a lesson on Garnet 101, and I remember instructors telling me at that time, garnet can come in virtually every color of the rainbow except blue.
Yep.
Guess what they have now?
They have blue. They have color change. They have blue. So, the rules don't always stay level. They change.
What is the Hydra Grossular that also has like the greenish blue?
Yep.
Kind of translucent to opaque.
Yep.
It's constantly evolving. It's constantly changing. And when you think you know it all, you don't.
Yep. And that's why we're out there. We're trying to find. They say you can't find it. We're out there trying to find it.
Okay, here's another great question. And by the way, I just wanted to say this. This is going to probably end up being 3 or 4 lessons because nobody wants to watch me for 2 hours. I know that's for sure. But just in case you're wondering, yes, we do own more than one shirt. But I'm not going to change in between just to keep the facade that I didn't shoot this all in one day because he's leaving for Guyana, and if we don't get it done or if we lose audio again, we're hosed. All right, thanks again for watching, and if you have not done so, please hit that subscribe button. We really do appreciate that, and keep those questions coming because Tom is always very nice about every now and again getting together to do this, and he's the guy to do it.
This has been fun. Thank you.
See you next week, everybody.